Hello, lovelies. So, decided to do a tarot reading with my new deck. This deck, I am obsessed. I was going to use it just for private readings, and I just can't. I need you guys to see this. It's beautiful. Gunner agrees as he swings over to say good morning. All right, so what do we need to know today on our Friday? Beltane, full moon in Scorpio, I believe it is. Let's see what's coming through for us today. This is a collective message. Take what resonates. And if it doesn't, then by all means. But there's likely something that needs to come through and needs to be expressed for you today from your guides, your angels, your higher self. And it sounds like what we're doing is this Ten of Wands. I love this deck. It's acknowledging that there's been burden, there's been work, there's been progress. It's balancing that out, and it's this idea of work is coming to a close. The 10 is completion. The 10 is like that we're at the end of. And just like this card, she's found a way to make this work for her, to bring, now this is not gender specific, but in this card, as you can, like the energy we're seeing is finding a way to get all the material you need together in a way that is something you can accomplish, right? Like it's like doing the task without overexerting yourself or wearing yourself out. It's um, maintaining boundaries, standing your ground, defending your position, following your passion and what lights you up. All of that creative energy that's been brewing all the way up to this point is now something you're able to manage properly. It's like you've built your fire, you've been able to learn from how to organize the woods and the what's feeding it so as not to let it go too big, because a bonfire can get destructive, right? So the Ten of Wands is all about finding that happy medium where you have enough flame to not only allow it to survive, so you have enough, your creativity is built up enough momentum to keep itself alive without burning yourself on the way down or on the way through experiencing it. We're not putting too much fuel on the flame. We're not keeping too much from it. We're not choking it. We're not, it's that finding that balance, finding that way of being able to carry the burden and create your world from it. This is what we're stepping into as we step into Beltane, and as we allow the release from our lower vibrational emotions. The reading we had this morning with our Beltane Oracle deck. Now, I would highly recommend checking that out just because it does refer to why this is coming through, why we're now able to navigate our passions, our creativities, why we're able to navigate this inspirational field in order to help it come together in our physical experience. So what else is this leading to? What are we getting out of this once we complete this? We're creating a world of patience. This is whenever I shuffle through the cards and don't get any card coming out, it to me is a call for patience. So here, as we build, as we create this stability, as we recognize how to do things in order to maintain our momentum, it's creating and or calling for patience. So we're either tapping into patience we never had before, and we're also learning how patience is beneficial to us. That pause, right? Between every inhale and exhale, there is a pause. And so the macrocosm of that in our physical world is that pause in our lives where things don't seem to be really going anywhere. And yet it's not stalled either, but we need to wait a second to reevaluate in order to step into that next stage. When we have our inhale, we stop. We allow that oxygen to fill our red blood cells before they continue their process as we exhale to expel the carbon dioxide from our lungs in order to continue there's a pause. So there's a pause of taking in the good, releasing what no longer serves, and we're navigating that right now. Now we have our Five of Pentacles. Now, is this Five of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles, sorry. And it's in a transitional space. So there is this awareness of stability, structure, not holding on to things too tightly, because as we try to hold on to things too tightly, they aren't allowed to grow, right? It's like trying to suffocate a garden. I'm seeing this appear as a garden. And if we keep it too contained, it won't allow for more space for more fruit to come through. So our Four of Pentacles in a transitional space, we're learning how to do that, whether it's our emotions that we're trying to navigate through. And it's just something that it's like you're trying to curate it in your physical reality, but it's asking you not to hold on to it too tightly, because you're meant to follow your curiosity, you're meant to follow your inspiration, you're meant to learn from this experience. But if you're holding on too tight, this is where the release needs to happen. From our reading this morning, there was speaking of needing to allow for a release, and we haven't allowed the release. But this is part of navigating how to carry our burdens, is learning how to navigate that release, how to navigate this feeling of it's feeling like this page is feeling overwhelmed, right? The Page of Wands is the youthful energy. He's following a path and he's lighting it up as he goes. But in the reverse, it's almost like he's a little bit lost on how to move forward right now. Do I go back and like it's almost like if the page is walked until it got so dark that now he's looking at his lantern, right? And wondering where to go. In the reverse sense, he's wondering, should he just follow the path back? He's not liking this. It's confusing, it's frustrating. There is this sense of losing inspiration, losing momentum. The spark is going out, but realizing that all you got to do is dip your wand back over here. If your flame has gone out, right? We have to adapt and find other ways to navigate our surroundings, navigate our experience. Holding too tightly to this is going to snuff it out. So as you learn to release, as you learn to transition from this keeping things hidden and keeping things, the Four of Pentacles, traditionally you see someone hugging there can be also sitting on a pentacle and then hugging one. There's this idea of having to keep things close to your chest. But as we learn to transition from that space to learn how to navigate our world and our inspirations, our passions, our fire, how do we keep it lit, has to come from a place of realizing all aspects. And the release of the awareness that's needed right now is being aware of the fact that your inner page, right, that inner part of you, that teenager within, is feeling a little bit hesitant. The awareness now is not to hold on to that feeling, not to hold on to that emotion or experience. You have to allow it to be. Allow your Page of Wands to feel insecure. Allow him to question, to doubt. Because in doing that, you can then sit back and go, all right, this is my true feelings. Now, how do I navigate this as I step forward into completing this cycle? How do I step forward into making this manageable so I can keep my fire going, keep my momentum going without losing and snuffing it out? You have to allow it the space to grow. So if you want more details on this, on your personal journey and experience, please let me know. Otherwise, let's have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next one.